Hey guys, it's Friday, and today I'm talking about I Am Number 4 by Pittacus and also Animal Farm by George Orwell. I haven't actually finished reading I Am Number 4 yet, because I've become slightly addicted to Breaking Bad, and I've watched all 4 series of that in the past 2 weeks. So I'm a little behind on I Am Number 4. Even halfway through, it's a fantastic book. As an ex-media student and Blockbuster employee, I tend to watch a lot of movies, and I Am Number 4 was a film that I watched and then found out that it was a book afterwards, so that was what made me want to read it to start off with. And that is the case for a lot of books that I read, and I'm sure we'll end up reading in the course of this year. As I've said in my last video, I really loved the film, and the book is very, very different, as with most adaptations, but it is really good. The film seems to be a lot darker than the book. The book seems a lot more optimistic, and John, the main character, seems to know a lot more about his heritage, and basically the story does surround this character who has various aliases, and the one in this book is John Smith. We find out very early on in the book that he's an alien from a planet called Lorien, and he's come to Earth with a protector of sorts called Henry. And basically he and Henry have come to Earth because their planet has been decimated by another alien race, and they are biding their time on Earth until John develops these abilities called legacies, and these abilities are basically superpowers. And when he develops his legacies, he'll then be equipped to fight these Mongadorians. I think they're called Mongadorians, I think that's how you'd say it. But yeah, it's a fantastic book with some great action in it, and some romance as well. So it's kind of not just a boy book or a girl book. It is for everyone, so I would definitely recommend checking that out. My second book is Animal Farm by George Orwell. As Zoe said in her video on Monday, it was Orwell Day on Monday, so my Orwell book is Animal Farm. I didn't read Animal Farm at school. I know a lot of people did for sort of their GCSE work and stuff, but this is the first Orwell book that I've ever read, and I'm going to admit off the bat that I'm not very political, and I don't know a great deal of Russian history, so I didn't know immediately everything that this book was alluding to, because it is an allegory book, and it's an allegory for the Russian Revolution and the reign of communism in Russia. I knew this stuff, and I do know a little bit about that aspect of history. So I did see some of the parallels throughout the book. The book follows the lives of a group of animals on a farm. Basically, they hold a coup in their farm and oust the farmer himself and take over running the farm. After ousting the farmer, they develop a movement called animalism. And throughout the course of the book, a leader emerges from the ranks, and the mantra at the start is all animals are equal. Throughout the course of the book, it develops that isn't really the case. It is a very poignant line near the end of the book that all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. And it was a very, very interesting book. I would say it's very much worth reading. It's definitely piqued my interest in finding out more about the events that this book is an allegory for. I'm definitely going to go away and look into that a lot more. Even if you read it as part of your GCSE work, go and reread it. You might enjoy it a lot more. I know that's the case with me when I go back and reread some of the stuff that I did at school. But that's it from me this week. I don't know what I'm reading next week, so that'll be a surprise for us all. So I'll see you in a fortnight. Don't forget to be awesome.